Hi, Mark here. Thursday, October the 16th. It's 8:53 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:53 p.m. GMT. Let's have a look how the market shapes up this morning. An hour into the US session, and US dollar index, red candlestick, started weak. US dollar was sold off. I've got resistance at 98.46, support at 98.13, but US dollar has fought back and now sitting pretty much in the middle of that range. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see that initially it was sold off. There's the fight back in the European session, and now sitting at 98.32, looking bearish. Sellers look like they want to come and test the 98.13. So we'll see how that plays out now that the US session is underway, but a continuation of weak US dollar to start. Let's have a look at the S&P. Still the futures market. We've got about an hour and about half an hour until Wall Street opens up. And in pre-market trading, demand for equities, the fight back which we saw yesterday, a nervous market for sure, but buyers on the front foot for now. I've got support at 6,703. I've got resistance, intraday resistance at 6,746, and it looks like buyers to as Wall Street opens up, as we get prepared for Wall Street opening up and into the US session, demand for US equities and buyers on the front foot for now. Let's have a look at gold. Familiar pattern, higher high, higher low, new record high. It just doesn't end with gold. I've got resistance today at 4,285. Support 4,203. Buyers continuing every day. Any kind of a pullback at this point has been seen as a buying opportunity. We'll see if that continues through the day today. US dollar, as I say, fighting back, and that could possibly be an indication of some kind of pullback on gold. If I zoom in on the hourly, what we do see is there is a turnaround over the past 2 hours on the shorter time frame on the hourly, a bearish engulfing candlestick being formed in the first hour of the US session. If I go back to the daily, there's the support at 4,203, and that will be the target for sellers if there is any kind of a retracement, taking a breather, let alone anything close to a reversal. Let's have a look at Brent oil, which has been sold off strongly. Continuing today, stuck in a bit of a range now, but at a very low level. The support of 61.79 established today. I've got resistance at 62.23, sitting right now at 61.92, just under that 62 level. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you see the range we've been sitting in. Sellers looking to test below and maintain below the $62 level, looking down at the 61.50, perhaps lower. Buyers looking up at the 62.23, looking to get back to the $63 level. But weak oil to start the day once again. And let's have a look at Bitcoin. Fighting back off that $100 support area, which we've seen, bias down, trend down, lower highs and lower lows again today. Support at 109,268. Significant, that is slightly below the 110,000 level, which has been a strong floor. Buyers did step in, and I've got resistance at 111,948. So sellers looking below 110, looking to test this 109 and perhaps lower, whereas buyers will look to test the 112,000. Originally was a pivotal level. We'll see if buyers can get back above that level, but looking bearish as we into the first hour of the US session. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of the day.